What's up everybody, this is John with John Fair Innovations bringing you another math lesson. And I'm so excited to show you the importance of putting your brackets in the correct spots using a little bit of English grammar. Now before I get to the video, if you enjoy it, do make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment on maybe another math topic you'd like me to tackle. If you really enjoy the video, do make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the videos as they come out. Now, when we're talking about things like brackets, for example, we're talking about the concept of order of operations. And order of operations is simply the rules or the hierarchy that we need to follow in order to make sure we're getting the correct answer. Now, the order goes as brackets first, then exponents, then our division and multiplication, followed lastly by our addition and our subtraction. And making sure that we do this in the correct order is the way we get the correct answer. So if you do addition before you do division, for example, you're going to get the incorrect answer. Now, why brackets are so important is because, like Fight Club, the first rule of order of operations is that brackets always go first. The second rule of order of operation is that brackets always go first. Basically, what I'm saying is if you see a bracket, you really need to train your eye to make sure you do that part first. And what we're talking about when we talk about a bracket is we are enclosing a specific part of a problem in order to prioritize it. So we're doing it first. Now, when people sort of see brackets, I see often people putting them in the wrong positions. And that's actually going to cause you to get a very different answer because you're prioritizing a different part of the problem. You're actually changing the meaning of the problem. And a lot of people ask me, well, is that really such a significant thing? Is simply moving a bracket from one spot to another really going to change the answer that significantly? And it absolutely does. And so today I want to show you a little bit of adjectives to explain in a grammatical sense in English what you're actually doing when you change where your brackets are in mathematics. Because mathematics, just like English, is also a language. So I've got a sentence here. The sentence is, there is a dog wearing a collar playing with a ball. Very simple very simple sentence, but now I want to add in what's called an adjective. And adjectives are simply words that we use to describe places, people, things, etc. like that. So we've got three nouns in this sentence. We've got, of course, dog, we've got collar, and we've got ball. So I'm going to take the adjective of grey. And all an adjective is, it describes our nouns. So if I put grey in front of a noun, it's simply just referring to the colour of that object. If I said a grey t-shirt, for example, it just refers to the colour of that t-shirt. So firstly, I'm going to put it in front of the word dog. So the sentence would read, there is a grey dog wearing a collar playing with a ball. So in this case, by having the grey with the word dog, I'm referring to the colour of the fur of the dog. It's a grey furred or grey coloured dog. But what if I move this adjective? What if I move it in front of collar? So now the sentence would read, there is a dog wearing a grey collar playing with a ball. Now I've completely changed the meaning of the sentence. We're no longer talking about the fur colour of the dog. We're referring to the colour of the collar that the dog is wearing. So it changes completely the meaning of the sentence. The dog could be grey, could be orange, could be brown, could be white, could be all sorts of colours. But the fact that we're talking about now is we're talking about the colour of the collar. But I can do this one more time. I can move this in front of the word ball. So if I say now the dog wearing a collar is playing with the grey ball, now I'm referring to the colour of the ball that the dog is chasing, that is playing with. So again, I've completely changed the meaning of the sentence. By simply moving where this adjective is, I've completely changed. I have three brand new sentences, all grammatically correct, all perfectly fine in the English language, all have significantly different meanings. And this is what happens when you move your brackets in different spots. You're actually changing the meaning of the problem, or if you want to look at it in an English grammatical sense, the meaning of the sentence. So I've got a math problem, a simple arithmetic one. It's 5 plus 4 times 3 minus 2 divided by 1. Very original, I know, but hopefully it's more for the fact of where we're seeing what happens when we move our brackets. So let's put our brackets around 5 plus 4. Now it would make the problem read bracket 5 plus 4, close bracket, times 3 minus 2 divided by 1. Now, what was our first and our second rule of order of operations? We always do brackets first. So by putting the brackets around 5 plus 4, it doesn't matter what's happening with the rest of the problem, I have to do this first. This is like our adjective. When we're putting it with the word dog, we're talking about the color of the dog. When we put it with the word ball, we're talking about the color of the ball. So by putting the brackets around 5 plus 4, I'm prioritizing this. This has to come first. So 5 plus 4 is going to give me 9, and now my problem will read 9 times 3 minus 2 divided by 1. And now we go to the rest of our order of operations. So our multiplication and our division is going to come before our addition and subtraction. So 9 times 3 is going to give me 27, and 2 divided by 1 is going to give me 2, leaving me with 27 minus 2, which is of course 25. But what happens if, just like our sentence, I move the brackets? I move our adjective. Well, let's put it around 4 times 3. So it's going to give us a problem that reads 5 plus bracket 4 times 3, close bracket, minus 2 divided by 1. Now in this problem, my brackets are prioritizing 4 times 3. Now, just like when we moved our adjective and we changed the meaning of the dog or the meaning of the collar, I am now specifically prioritizing 4 times 3. This is how I've changed the meaning of this mathematical problem. 5 plus bracket 4 times 3, close bracket, minus 2 divided by 1. 4 times 3 is of course going to give me 12. And then that's going to have me with a problem that is 5 plus 12 minus 2 divided by 1. Again, division, it is higher in the hierarchy over plus and subtraction. So that's going to do 2 divided by 1 first, leaving me with 5 plus 12 minus 2. And that's going to give me the answer of 15. So a very different answer when I change where our brackets are. Just like when I change where the adjective is, it completely changes the meaning of the sentence. When I change my bracket, it completely changes the meaning of the problem. So let's do another one. Let's put the brackets around 3 minus 2. So we're going to have the problem of 5 plus 4 times bracket 3 minus 2, close bracket, divided by 1. So obviously we have to do 3 minus 2 first because our brackets are prioritizing this part of the problem. So 3 minus 2 is in fact going to give me 1. And then we're going to have now the problem of 5 plus 4 times 1 divided by 1. And again, we have to do our division first. Our division and our multiplication supersede our, the rest of our problem. So we're going to have 1 divided by 1, which is of course 1. 4 times 1 is going to give me 4, leaving me with 5 plus 4, which is of course the answer of 9. So there you have it. When you move your brackets, it's going to change the meaning of the problem, just like when you move your adjective, it's going to change the meaning of the sentence. Because you have to think of mathematics when you're thinking of algebra, when you're thinking of arithmetic. You have to think of it like it's a language. When you have 5 plus 4, that is them telling you, in mathematical terms, a problem. That is just the same as if I said I have 5 apples and I bought 4 more apples. How many apples do I have? Well, you would have 9 apples. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Do make sure you are being very careful with where you're putting your brackets, because all of those problems are mathematically correct. Just the same as when we moved our adjectives, they are all grammatically correct. So just be very careful with where you're putting your brackets, because you always have to prioritize your brackets first. But thanks for that. Stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you next time.